will literally translate it to English, that it is the fruitful tree that people throw stones at, so that they hit at the fruits and they are able to pick them, or they are able to have them low-lying. So I am the guy to lose this election. Them, they have lost it. This election has been won by the two of us and our following who are here. So they are competing against us. We are not competing against them. That is why they talk about us. I was elected in Parliament many years ago when the earnings of a member of Parliament was 23,000. Many of us those days used to drive second-hand vehicles and many other things in order to be in Parliament. But I also want you to note that I was elected 10 years after Dalmas Otieno had been in Parliament and had been in the entire tenure of those 10 years a minister. In their time in Parliament, Dalmas Otieno and the party that was ruling then, Kanu, believed in handing out or doling out handouts to people so that they would be worshipped and they would be praised. Dalmas's tenure was a tenure where you had to worship leaders. When we got to Parliament, we were thrust out there. Yes, you were elected, develop your constituency. Siasa mbaya, maisha mbaya, hao watu wamechagua watu wa upinzani, wafanye maendeleo yao. So these people who talk about development based on CDF are basically babysitting people's children. The parents of CDF, I am one of them. My vote is there, my idea is there, my struggle is there. So when Pesa talks about a few bridges without knowing the generation that brought it and why it was done, he is basically babysitting somebody else's own child. And Dalmas tells us the impact, because he was in the same parliament in which we were, the impact of his membership of parliament. If not, because he was in parliament when Kenyans were under one-party system, what did he do to create more freedom? The only policy or legislation he's responsible for is raising retirement age, perhaps to satisfy the actuarial's curiosity that Kenya does not have enough revenue to pay retirees, of which is one of them. He was creating or perpetuating pensions for retirees. So that was Dalmas's impact in terms of policy. John Pesa, there is nothing to write home about him in terms of policy. There is nothing to say about him in terms of policy. So in terms of his tenure in Parliament, it's absolutely nothing. Now, when it comes to constituencies where people are represented, you can go to Awendo and Rongo constituency. I am credited with the establishment of all the day schools that are functioning today. I am the one who, in my wisdom and encouraged by my team then, decided that we needed a transition from primary school to secondary school. So we established day schools that were accessible to people of meager resources. And I did so in both Rongo and Awendo, and I'm remembered for that up to today. All those day schools, we connected them to the electricity grid, and the Rongo people and Awendo people are happy with that. It is the height of bad manners to come and ask Suna people what I did for them when I was not elected to individually do projects here. But they should be reminded that they are enjoying rural electrification courtesy of me. They have gender policies courtesy of me, disability policies courtesy of me, youth policies courtesy of me, CDF courtesy of me, and others. So that's my contribution to the larger Kenyans.